So Apple's new dynamic island is basically a notchless design on top with a little pill that shows you information, glanceable stuff, which is actually actionable and interactive, as you can see. Today we're creating this same design in Figma. Before we move on, my thoughts are this is a great use of space. I think that is a huge deal when it comes to UI design. Apart from that, it also is very smooth and easy to use. So it'll be easy for people to pick up. That's more important. Anyways, moving on to the Figma tutorial. So let's first get the iPhone 14 mockup. Shout out to Ashish for making it free for everyone and available in just a few hours of the actual launch. Download this iPhone 14 mockup. The link will be in the description. The first thing we want to do is create a frame around this because it's just a big phone otherwise. And we'll just put this phone inside this frame. Looks really good already. Now, what we really need to do is create a frame around this as well. So click on F and just drag around this pill right here. Now, we also want to make sure that the height is the same as the pill itself. Thankfully, the mockup has a pill already here. And we're also going to add like a fill here. So like a black fill should do. And it should perfectly fit. Fits perfectly. We'll center it as well. Awesome. Now we have this dynamic pill. And also we're going to increase the border radius to 500. That's just a large number, but it'll be fully rounded as you can see. According to this image right here, for example, the music player will have a certain design like this. So what we're going to do is first maybe create a music interface of sorts. So we'll increase the width like this a little bit, and that's about it. And what we're going to do is first of all add a little square right here. Again, we don't have perfect dimensions for this. We're just going visually. And the border radius here seems to be around 8 or 4 for such a small thing. No, so 4 is better. On the right, there's these 3 circles. I'm going to click on this and increase the corner smoothing to iOS, so 60%. That will bring us closer to the actual corner radius of this. Before we replace this with an image, we'll also put these 3 little lines right here. So for that, what we're going to do is create 4. I think there's 4. So for this, I'm just going to put it inside this dynamic shell right here and create 4 right here. Not worrying about the width right now. And now I'm going to just reduce the width till it seems a little more like the one we saw that right there, and increase the border radius to 500. Again, 500 is my favorite number now. I'm going to select all of these, and on the top there is this union selection. I'm going to click on that, and now it is one fill color. So I will also give this a linear gradient, and for the gradient I'm just going to use the color picker right here. So this is pretty good enough, and even for the beginning of the pixel right here, it's like a gray, and the end also it's kind of like a bluish gray of sorts. So now we will have something much closer to the actual gradient, and we can adjust each of these lines by double clicking. So we'll have a smaller one in the middle, and we'll just center it, and we'll just visually center it like this. Now we're going to use auto layout. Obviously we are going to click on all of these, and except the notch or the pill, I'm going to right click and I'm going to click on auto layout. On the right, there's these 3 little dots. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to say space between. So it will now be towards the edge always. So I think this is really good. It's looking really nice as well. I'm just going to replace the square with an image. Now for the second frame, we are going to take reference from the similar screenshot, but with a different state. So now what I want to do is I want to increase the width of this to kind of come closer to the actual edges or the actual rounded edges right here. And I'm also going to increase the height like this. Now I found out around 42 will be the perfect border radius or corner radius like this, and just increase the height to kind of... After pressing K on the keyboard, I'm going to increase the width and the height of this image right here. And also in the auto layout settings of this entire segment, I'm going to push the alignment to the top. So as you can see, it's now to the top. From the top, I'm going to say vertical spacing to be around 24 and horizontal spacing to be around 12 or 24, the same thing. 24 is perfect. Now if you want to create the entire slider, that's great, but I'm going to take a little shortcut. I'm just going to crop this image out till I can just see this portion right here, just the actions and everything on the bottom right here. And on the top right, there's this absolute position button. I'm going to click on this, and then drag it towards the bottom so that we can absolutely position this, and it should do the trick. Awesome, looks good. Also, I'm going to be using the actual font, which is SF Pro Text, I'm assuming. And I'm going to put this inside a group which is absolutely positioned. So I'll be able to put this name right here with everything like that. Now, what we're going to do is go to the first frame, go to prototype, just drag this circle on the right to the bottom like this. Animation will say smart animate and we'll say quick. I think quick is the right one right here. So 500 milliseconds on the quick. Let's just see if we've struck gold finally. So everything will load up real quick right here. So if I click anywhere right here, ooh, this looks really nice. If I slow this down just a little bit, I think I will be able to get the exact same look from here. Looks so good. And there you go. You have the animation that Apple presented.